What if the machines powering our world today, robots, helicopters, even rapid-fire weapons, were first designed on parchment paper centuries ago? Leonardo da Vinci's notebooks are filled with technical sketches that predate modern engineering by hundreds of years. His ideas weren't just imaginative, they were grounded in physics, mechanics, and a deep understanding of how forces interact. Three of his most advanced inventions, while never built during his life, reveal just how far ahead of his time Leonardo really was. The first invention was the 33-barreled organ, a blueprint for rapid-fire artillery. In the late 15th century, artillery was slow and inefficient. Reloading a single cannon could take several minutes, a serious vulnerability in battle. Leonardo's 33-barreled organ was a direct response to this problem, using a modular, rotating design to maximize firepower and minimize downtime. The weapon consisted of 3 rows of 11 barrels each, arranged in a triangular grid. The entire assembly was mounted on a rotating frame, allowing one row to fire, while another was reloaded and the third cooled off. The barrels were set at slight angles to cover a wider field, increasing the weapon's tactical flexibility. The rotation mechanism was powered by a simple gear and lever system, making it possible for a small crew to operate continuously. This approach anticipated the concept of volley fire in rotating chambers, which wouldn't become standard until centuries later. The second invention was the aerial screw, a precursor to the helicopter. Leonardo's fascination with flight led him to study the movement of birds and the dynamics of air. His aerial screw, often cited as the first conceptual helicopter, was an attempt to use the principle of helical lift, long before aerodynamics was a formal science. The aerial screw featured a helical rotor made from linen, stretched over a wire frame, about 4 meters in diameter. 4 operators would stand on a central platform, turning cranks to rotate the screw. Leonardo theorized that as the screw spun, it would generate upward lift by screwing itself into the air, similar to how a modern rotor blade creates lift via air displacement. The structure relied on lightweight materials and precise construction to minimize drag and maximize lift. Though human power alone was insufficient to achieve flight, Leonardo's design demonstrates an intuitive grasp of rotational mechanics and fluid dynamics. The aerial screw's basic principles are echoed in the collective pitch and rotational motion of contemporary helicopter rotors. Leonardo's third invention was the robotic knight. Long before programmable machines, Leonardo envisioned robots that could mimic human motion. His robotic knight was engineered to perform complex actions using only mechanical linkages and counterweights. The knight's frame was constructed from wood and metal, with articulated joints at the shoulders, elbows, hips, and knees. Inside, a network of pulleys, gears, and cables replicated the function of muscles and tendons, allowing the knight to sit, stand, raise its visor, and move its arms independently. The movements were powered by a hand-cranked mechanism, effectively programming the knight to perform a sequence of actions. Leonardo's anatomical studies directly influenced the accuracy and range built into the design, making it one of the earliest examples of biomimetic engineering. This project foreshadowed the development of humanoid robots and mechanical automation, blending anatomical knowledge with mechanical precision. Leonardo da Vinci's inventions weren't just artistic fantasies, they were technical solutions to real-world problems, grounded in principles that still guide engineers today. His notebooks reveal an understanding of modularity, rotational dynamics, and biomimicry that would only be fully realized centuries later. Be sure to like, subscribe, and share with a friend to support the channel.